Well, congratulations. I know he kind of implied there are three, so I'm hoping we see some
Oh shit!
pastel
Oh
and
shit!
lavender
Did he say that?
on the red carpet tonight.
Well, good. I don't have to give it up anymore. I'm like, oh man, this thing's like, what do you mean? There's X, A, B, and C? I was like, all right.
And we are recording. You can commence the interview.
Hi, beautiful.
Yes. How are you doing, Jason? Congratulations. I don't know if you've seen the reviews so far, but you are definitely stealing the show.
Oh, really? Well, that's not what I want to do. I'm excited. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm taking my crew, my cast tonight. So I'm excited to have a good night, and it was an amazing experience. So pretty pumped.
Yeah, you're going to have a great night. These movies are all about family. Who in your family was the most excited you were going to be a part of this franchise?
Probably me. It's probably me. You know, I grew up with just my mother, and then my children haven't seen it yet. They're kind of too young, so they haven't really dipped into the whole world yet. So it's me. I'm a huge fan of you know, the first one was super impactful when I was growing up, and I'm obsessed with motorcycles and cars. So I'm like, I feel like it's the perfect thing. And then when you add, I get to go to Rome, my favorite city on earth, and you got to go, I'm going to go ride, you know, very fast and do some really cool stunts, even having stuntmen do even crazier stuff. It was just, it was a wonderful opportunity because who's going to be able to do that? You don't get to do that. You'd be arrested in Rome for doing that. So it was pretty, it was a dream come true, really.
What were the challenges? Obviously, I'm very aware that you ride motorcycles. I know you get some of them in Arizona, which is where I'm based. But
Yeah.
what were the challenges of riding and acting? I know you've done it before, but how difficult is that to do?
Writing and acting at the same time? Well, you're in it, so so it's actually, I don't know, it was easier. It's writing is very second nature to me, so that's fine. And I feel like I'm excited to see. You know, I only got to see the stuff from the trailers, but it looks amazing. And you know, for them to let me do my own, you know, do a lot of the writing. I didn't do all the stunts, but it was so much fun, and to be trusted to do it. And then that was I actually asked them. I was like, I want to ride, I want to do motorcycles. So I think that was another inspiration for them to go, like, whether they were planning that or weren't planning that. I asked for that before I did. I'm like, I want to ride motorcycles, and so them making that happen, and it's pretty exciting. So
Yeah, they looked great. I'm curious to know what stunt they wouldn't let you do.
well, there's a lot of them. Joe's my stunt man. He's an amazing rider, Joe Vaccaro. He did the steps. You know, you got to ride up those steps really fast. Not that you couldn't do it, but if you know, if we get hurt, it's like that's millions and millions and millions of dollars that it's silly to do it. And also, you know, we need our stuntmen and women to pull off these things. So, there was some more that I had to do, like a jump or something like that. I jump over something that was Joe. So but generally, you know, all the riding is pretty much me, except for like when you know, it could be too dangerous.
Well, we definitely know the nail polish was all you and some of the fantastic little details in the wardrobe. I had heard that you wore particular contacts to give yourself almost a shark-like evil vibe. What are some of the other details that you were excited to include to make this guy evil, very unpredictable, but kind of likable?
It also kind of started from a necklace that my friend made. It's various pastel jewels, and I just felt like when we started with the pastels, it's just something that's very soft, and you feel safe. You're not threatened by it, and once you get close to them, and then I have hazel eyes, and they're kind of they're nice eyes. They don't look evil, but when I put brown eyes in, for some reason, my whole demeanor changes, and I remember doing this for Game of Thrones. They wanted me to try it out and have brown eyes, and it was like, whoa. But they decided to keep my light eyes, and I always remember that. And I was like, man, we should put these brown eyes in, and we put them in, and you're like, wow, it's scary. And so the whole thing is just to be very inviting. You come in to the devil, and then he has you. And I just wanted to have knives, and he's someone who just, enjoys to torture, and that's what I'm supposed to play, you know. So I just felt like that would be the scariest to me.
Well, let me tell you, I don't care what color your eyes are. You're always nice looking to me. You don't look evil to me. You're approachable. I want to end and quickly ask about preparing for an intense scene with Vin versus preparing for an intense scene with Charlize.
I was more scared of Charlize. She's just stunning, and she's I mean, she's just so talented. She's so talented, and you know, there's only a couple times, like, you know, working with Nicole Kidman. She's played my mother. She's a beast. They're just so unbelievably amazing actresses. Vin, he's like one of the boys, man. It's just the fun thing is Vin is fun. He's a great family man, and he's just like, he's totally different than Dom. And when you sit across from him and he flips into Dom, it's amazing. Because you're like, oh my God, dude, I grew up with you. And like, you know, my young adult age, it's just like, he just had the voice is just unbelievable. And he embodies all of that. And he's wonderful. We had a great time together and laugh. And I just went to him and go like, I just want to be your best villain, man. I'm like, I think the franchise has never had a really, 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 like, I wanted to make something fucking great for him. And he let me, you know, they all let me go. They let me do my thing. And that was fun because I've never been released that much and just to be wild. And man, I can't believe it's in the movie, you know?
Well, congratulations. I know he kind of implied there are 3. So I'm hoping we see some pastel and lavender.
Did he say that?
On the red carpet tonight.
Well, good. I don't have to give it up anymore. I'm like, oh man, this thing's like, what do you mean? There's X, A, B, and C. I was like, all right. It's like,
and we'll leave it at that.
I know what I'm doing the next freaking 5 years. All right.